Hi, this is Asa, and welcome to my audio experience.
Let's talk about diabetes for just a minute. Diabetes is one of the toughest health challenges. It's almost an epidemic, as we call it. It's become a global epidemic. If you want to call it that. I mean, it's really amazing. So many, 1 out of 3 of our young people right now over the age or under the age of 11 have diabetes. That's staggering. Okay. It is one of the things that I think we are seeing globally that is challenging people's lives, cutting down lifespan, decreasing vitality, energy, quality of life in a great way. But it's the number one health challenge that we can overcome, that you can completely reverse diabetes. Now, type 1 is autoimmune, and that one is very, very challenging to reverse. However, type 2 is one of those ones you can win the battle every single day. So I want to talk to you a little bit about diabetes and what to do about that and what you can do in, if you have a family member, yourself you're dealing with, you got a loved one, somebody that you want to help. All right, so diabetes. This is what we used in all of our reality TV shows that we've done on diabetes that have just been super successful. And number one, okay, we're going to break it down. Number one, you've got to focus in on what you're eating. Diabetes was caused by what you or your loved one were eating. Okay, so if you can lifestyle your way in to a health challenge, you can lifestyle your way out. And so that's what I want you to focus on. Number one is your eating strategy. We're giving away a copy of my book. It has what's called the anti-inflammatory diet in the book, which I encourage you to get. It's free. We're giving it away to you. So go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. That's step number one. So step number one is to get your eating right. Number 2 is to make sure, beyond a shadow of a doubt, that you get your sleep right. Okay, now let me tell you about this. We've done studies, and we know for a fact that if things go bad with your sleep, meaning if you're not sleeping through the night, you wake up a lot, if you don't sleep well, then there's something major going on with your blood sugar levels, and it affects your blood sugar levels. So if you don't have diabetes, but you only sleep 3 or 4 hours a night, or you wake up a lot, or there's a lot of stress, or whatever it might be, it can impact your body's ability to handle blood sugar. So getting your rest would be number 2, and getting good quality sleep. I mean, there's so many things you can do to have great sleep, like increasing magnesium levels and doing deficiency testing, blood tests that will show you what your body's not getting enough of, that kind of thing. All of that is super important when it comes down to eating the right kind of foods and getting the right kind of nutrition with diabetes. The other thing is eating frequently. Okay, you want to eat frequently when you struggle with diabetes and you're trying to get things to reverse. Why? Because the body needs a steady form of a steady blood sugar throughout the day. It doesn't need the dips. You've already given it the dips for years. It needs to be steady. And it doesn't have to be a big meal. It can be small snacks. But here's the key. The key is to remember 2 things. Now, if you're doing keto, that's a no-brainer, because proteins and fats, which is what keto is, helps to balance blood sugar level all day long. Okay, so proteins and fats, you're going to have steady flow of blood sugar, and it's not going to be high. You're not going to have spikes. It's the carbohydrates that make the spikes. However, there's a thing called a glycemic index. I want you to go look at glycemicindex.com, look at the different carbohydrates, look at the different foods, and what they call the glycemic index. They're ranked from 0 to 100. All the carbohydrates that you eat ever need to be 50 or under. If you're way up on the scale, don't eat them. Okay, not if you have diabetes. You can't. Here's the other key that people don't tell you about, is fruit. Fructose is a nightmare for somebody with diabetes. All right, that's the fruit sugar. But I thought fruit was good. It is good. But you want to keep your servings of fruit very minimal. And I really wouldn't do much more than things like berries, all the berries, apples, and maybe oranges. I wouldn't go into all the other fruits. I really wouldn't. The bananas and the watermelons and all that. Yes, they have good benefits. Yes, they got the good properties. But it's really not the best way to go if you're dealing with diabetes. And I would say 1 serving a day max. You want to get the other types of foods like vegetables, you want to put them in there. All right. Then the other thing I want to encourage you, if you ever eat a carbohydrate of any kind, eat it with a protein or a fat, because that will stabilize the blood sugar of whatever's going on. Those are some of the big keys for diabetes. Are you drinking your water? You better be drinking your water. You know my golden rule in 67 Strong, it is this. You got to go 67 days straight to make this happen. But your water intake needs to be half your body weight in ounces every single day. Every day. Okay? So if you weigh 200 pounds, 100 ounces of water, it's that simple. So every single day, we want to do the right kind of things to build the body. Well, water is the number one thing that our body needs. Our body needs movement. Yes, it needs a lot of things, but it needs water. So I'm real big on getting enough water every single day, and that includes getting, of course, everybody, there's a huge debate on what kind of water or whatever. Look, just drink water. Okay, like, let's just start there, because I got to get you off all the coffee and the sodas and the juices and all of that. Not that you can't have some of that, but it can't be the main thing that you drink. Water has to be the key of what you do every single day. Let's get on the phones. By the way, give us a call, 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. If you don't have a copy of my book, we're giving it away absolutely free. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com, and we'll give that to you. It's a hardback copy of my best-selling book. Has the anti-inflammatory diet in it, and it just helps you along the way to get started, to know what to do to be healthy from A to Z. It is the best way to go. Let's get on the phones and talk to Norma. Hi, Norma. What is your health challenge?
My sister is 78 years old, and she has some sort of neuropathy, I think, in her hip or leg. And she is also very high anxiety, very hyper at her age even. And she sleeps probably 2, not even 3 hours every day for the past 10 years. She cannot sleep. Anyway, I was just wondering what in the world can she do to help her, because now she's going to be 79. And it might affect her heart if she doesn't ever sleep. I worry about that. So
I get that.
I just
that's
was
a good
wanting to
question.
ask. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. Here's the thing. With sleep, it's so key. You're right. It's one of the keys that we have to have for really good health. I mean, for optimal health, you really have to get good sleep in. One of the things I would focus in on with her is looking at any nutritional deficiencies that she has. Typically, it can be things like magnesium, but there's a certain type of magnesium that's really good to have at nighttime. It's a magnesium threonate, and it's great because it crosses what we call the blood-brain barrier, and it gets into the brain and affects the brain in a very positive way, so you can get a good deep stage of sleep. It also affects the brain chemicals that get us into this stage of sleep as well. Magnesium plays a crucial role. Over 300 processes in the body are controlled by magnesium. So think about that. Now, it's the number one deficient mineral that we have. Our soil is so depleted. I don't care how organic you eat. I don't care. Like, our soil is so depleted that if you don't supplement, I personally think, with magnesium, which I have every day for I don't know how many years, it's made the most dramatic impact in my sleep. And I sleep like a rock. I mean, anyway. But it just adds that extra. I mean, my performance and recovery for the gym and working out, which I do like 3 times a day, it's made a tremendous difference. But I would look, because it's not magnesium for everybody, right? There could be other things. You want to look at trace minerals and cofactors and coenzymes, and there's all kinds of things. So getting a good quality nutritional blood test is good, because you can figure out exactly what somebody has going on. But I will tell you this, some general things, magnesium to look for that's really, really good for sleep. Look into tart cherry juice. Tart cherry juice has got naturally occurring components in it that help to increase melatonin in the brain, and melatonin is what we lose as we age. We lose that as we age, and of course it's produced in the brain by the pineal gland. But if we don't get enough melatonin, then we can't get into the proper amount of rest that we need. And that is so vital and so key to our overall health. So tart cherry juice, like a 1 ounce little shot glass, is a great way to go to bed every night. Plus, it helps with joint pain, inflammation, and most everybody has some level of that when they get into their latter years. So that's another one. And then also, I'm a big fan of eating something very small that's either all fats or protein before you go to bed. Helps you to get a good quality amount of rest, because it stabilizes blood sugar as you sleep.
Want to turn back the clock 15 years and have more energy? This is Dr. Asa telling you to just breathe with LiveO2. LiveO2 delivers the right amount of oxygen we need for optimal health. Go to liveO2.com. That's liveO2.com.
To find out more, connect with On Call Radio online at InShapeNetwork.com.
Give us a call, 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Lines are open always with questions about your health. You can also go to Believe Health TV. That is Believe Health TV. And if you haven't jumped on social media yet, you ought to. You better jump on social media before and DM me. Send me those messages to be able to help you. We'll make you part of the show if you want to, but you can also put in there, hey, I just want this to be private, and we'll do that as well. But look, you were designed to live an amazing life. Hands down. That's why we're here. We want to help you reach your potential and become the best version of you. Because no matter what you have on the inside, no matter what goals you have here and in here that you want to reach, the reality is you've got to have the physical body to be able to do that. You've got to have the energy and the vitality and the ability to go out and produce that every single day, to do your best and to be your best. And on this show, we want to help you do that. To have the tools tools and the strategies to be able to do that. All right, go to myfreehealthbook.com. If you want my book, absolutely free. We're giving a hardback copy away for free. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. All right, let's kick off on the phones and go with Marion. Hi, Marion. What is your health challenge?
I'd like to know about a sciatic nerve and what's really good to do for it.
Right, so the sciatic nerve, that's a great question. The sciatic nerve is the biggest nerve in the body. It's huge. I mean, like massive. I'll never forget in medical school when we did the gross dissection, and the doc was like, okay, this is the biggest nerve in the body, and it was massive. And guess what? It's going right through your butt muscle, your gluteus muscle. It's going right through the butt muscle, like right through it. And there's this little muscle that surrounds it called the piriformis muscle, and it goes into spasm on that nerve, and it just sets it on fire. There's a lot of things that can cause that, but I will tell you, it can be a biomechanical problem challenge, meaning that the muscles and the bones and everything are not sitting in the right way. In the back, that can be one issue, but 9 times out of 10, it's more of that spasm of that muscle, the piriformis muscle, around the nerve, the sciatic nerve. Many times, it's more nutritional deficiency related. So it could be something as simple as magnesium or potassium, or it could be calcium, or it could be some of the basic minerals that the body, or electrolytes as we call them, that the body's not getting enough of. That's kind of a buzzword right now, by the way. Electrolytes, you'll see that a lot. But really, it's just a balancing of minerals in the body. So if the electrolytes are off, sodium, potassium, whatever, then you can have these spasms of these muscles that causes and can mimic nerve pain. So I think it's always good to have lab work done to figure out what your numbers are nutritionally. I think that's extremely important. But also you can get to a good provider. Our health coach providers are great. They can help you, and they're from all different specialties, osteopathic physicians, chiropractic physicians, regular medicine. We've got all kinds of providers around the country that can help. But the biggest thing is to figure that out. So, again, it's good to have treatment done because it may be something physical, but a lot of times with sciatic nerve pain, it's something more on the nutritional side. And that's why you got to get the lab work done to figure out exactly what's going on with that. But that's a great, great question. And so many people struggle with it in many different ways. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Give us a call, and we'll make you part of the show. If you want us to answer something in private, it's okay. We have a text number as well. You can go to the website, go to Believe Health TV, and we have a great text number there. You can text us. We can make that part of the show, or we can answer that in private as well. Whatever you need, we're here to help. We're here to help you go to the next level with your health in your life, not to struggle, not to barely make it, but to really thrive and to really do well and to get to the next level, because that's really what it's all about. If you've been making bad choices, look, don't let your past define you in any way. Don't let the past, what you've done, define you. Focus on today. That's your gift. And realize your best days are still ahead. They're not behind you. Your best days, I believe, are today, and they're the ones in front of you, so you can live the kind of life you were designed to live. And that's what we want to help you do on this show more than anything else. 888-283-7272 is the number. And also, don't forget, myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. We're sending you a copy of my best-selling book, absolutely free. Just pay the shipping. I think it's a few dollars for the shipping and the handling, and we'll send the hard copy book to you. Look, we want to be a gift to you for being such a great viewer and listener. 888-283-7272 is the number. So we talk about sodas, and like, it's funny because a lot of times we talk, and when somebody's telling me about health, and they're like, "Oh, I'm getting healthy. I'm on the new health kick," and they're like, "I got rid of sodas." That is so 1970s or 80s. Like, did you know that? Like I got rid of sodas. I'm still eating my pizza and my wings, and I've still got I'm drinking fruit juice now. Okay, like, really? Okay. The misinformation is staggering. First of all, soda water is not bad. Did you know that? Seltzer water, the fizzy water, mineral water, fizzy water is not bad for you. Like, just get that out. I'm going to debunk this right now. It's not bad for you at all. In the sodas that are traditional that we know about, and I don't want to name brands, but obviously the standard brands, they have things like phosphoric acid, not good for you. They have things like citric acid, not great for you. They have the high fructose corn syrup, terrible for you. They have colorings, not great for you. Okay, so those are the things that you really have to be concerned about. It's not so much the fizzy water that's bad for you. Like, that's just not true. So yes, you want to get plenty of water all throughout the day, but if you want some fizzy water, that can count as your water. If you want a mineral water, drink a mineral water. Like they're good for you, and they're hydrating. They're not dehydrating, and they don't have caffeine in them, and you can use them. I tell you a great thing to do if you're traveling or if you're in a restaurant. It's one of my favorites. I like getting seltzer water or a mineral water. Ask for a whole lemon, which they look at me like, okay, now it's not a big of a deal. But a whole lime, whole lemon, I cut the thing in half, I squeeze everything in there. You can put a packet of stevia in there if you want. I don't really like that, but if you want to do that, you can. It tastes like Sprite. So I'm encouraging you that sodas aren't bad. However, they did studies, and they said that high soda intake boosts the diabetes risk even without obesity. So if you're not overweight, but you drink a lot of soda, it can increase your risk for diabetes. That's what that's saying. But it's not soda water. It is like the junky type with all the colorings and the high fructose corn syrup and all that. That's the one that does it. So I just want to encourage you. It's not the sodas, because I think it just gives sodas a bad rap. Some people like the fizzy. There's great companies like Zevia, which I'm a huge fan of. Met the CEO, spent time with the company. They're a great company, and I'm a huge fan. It's nothing but purified water that's carbonated, the fizzy water, and it's stevia. That's it. And it's real simple, and it's a great company. You should check them out. Zevia. Go to Zevia.com, I think. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. You can give us a call. Go to Believe Health TV. We'll make you part of the show. If you haven't jumped on any of my social handles, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, make sure to do that. Send me a DM. We call it a direct message in the social media world, and I'll make it part of the show. Answer you. I'll make it part of the show. Whatever we got to do to help you. Look, I want to encourage you, help you get to the next level. You've got so much on the inside of you. I want to help you reach your potential and become the best version of you. You don't have to be stuck where you are. You can get to that next level if you know what to do. It's all about the details, and it's all about the strategy of putting one foot in front of the other so you can have the victory that you're looking for.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to AsaRx.com and get your free book today. Did you know that you can listen to the AsaRx audio experience on Spotify and Pandora? For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at AsaRx.com/experience.
To find out more, visit the show online, InShapeNetwork.com.
Welcome. I'm so glad you're with us. This show is about you. It's about your health, and it's about your life. If the body can get sick, it can also get well. Lifestyle is our medicine. So the choices we make today can and will determine the kind of health that we're going to have. I'm so glad you're with us. Look, make sure you tell everybody about our show. Everybody can tune in. Go to Believe Health TV. Even when you're not listening or watching right now, you can always jump in and catch us. Look, this show is here for you to help you reach your potential and become the best version of you. You can always give us a call, 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272, or you can always go to Believe Health TV. Send me a DM at any of the social media handles, TikTok, Twitter, Instagram. All of that is at Dr. Asa. So, look, we're here for you and want to encourage you that you don't have to struggle. You don't have to barely make it. You can really get to the next level. I'm excited. I'm just excited to be here because I'm excited for you. I know that whatever you came here with, whatever you stepped into this with, listening, watching, whatever you brought to the table, depression, anxiety, heart disease, fibromyalgia, whatever it is, I know this, that if the body can get sick, it can also get well. Your choices right now matter more than anything else. And we all get one life, just one. So we want to do everything we can with that life to maximize the potential, to go to the next level, to be at the peak of what we can do so that we can thrive and we can really do well. And we want to help you get there. All right, give us a call, 888-283-7272. Now, speaking of getting there, I'm giving you a copy of my book, absolutely free. It's a hardback copy of my best-selling book. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. It has the anti-inflammatory diet in it. It teaches you how to be healthy from A to Z. It teaches you everything, and that's why I wrote the book. It's a bestseller. So we want to give that to you as a free gift, just to being a great listener, viewer, because we believe in you and want to see you go to the next level. Let's get on the phones, though, right now and go with Amos. Amos, what is your health challenge?
Yeah, my name is Roger Ledford. I'd like to talk about CKD,
Roger. Okay, hi, Roger.
chronic kidney disease. I just found out I had. What I need to do to try to help that and other things that could help my chronic kidney disease.
All right, so with the kidneys, a couple things to keep in mind, right? Your diet's going to be really, really important. Everybody looks for like some superfood or whatever. There is one I'm going to tell you about, but whatever your nephrologist has you on is really what you want to stick on. The other big concern about chronic kidney disease is fluid intake. Now, depending on the level that you're at and what they found in all the testing, your fluid intake, your water intake needs to be at a certain level. So your nephrologist, and your primary care, they're going to tell you what that needs to be. So follow that like to a T. It's really, really important that stays on point. The other thing too, you got to really watch for, and this is a big, big deal, is your exercise. A lot of times, depending on what's happening with the kidneys, exercise can be a benefit or a detriment. So you got to find what level they want you to be exercising in and what they're okay with and what they're not. So again, you want to follow their guidelines, but you also want to work on yourself because they can't go home with you every day, right? You've got to be the one that puts in the work every single day. But I will tell you this, like no more games. I don't know what your habits are. I don't know if you smoke, drink alcohol, eat junky food, and you're just now starting to eat vegetables for the first time in your life. I want to tell you something, like it is no more games right now. Like this is serious. And I see people get lung cancer and they still smoke. That's why I'm looking at you like this right now, because you have to understand that the choices you're making every single day are going to determine the quality of life that you have from this point forward. And it doesn't matter if something is so exciting food-wise that you think, oh my gosh, the donuts and the this and the that and the pizza and the whatever. You're going to have to find different ways because your body is in a place right now where it needs you to make really good choices, period. Okay? So I just want you to understand that there's no more games, okay? Juniper berries. If you can take one thing from this conversation, look up juniper berries. They are berries that we know for a fact are good for you, very healthy for you, but they regenerate and support good kidney health in a very, very big way. So look up juniper berries, and also look at the really tart cherry juice, and also cranberry juice, organic cranberry juice, no added sugar, the real deal. It's tart and it tastes terrible, but it's great for the kidneys. Drinking my water. Are you drinking your water? That's the key. Remember, golden rule, half your body weight in ounces every single day. I'm going to hammer that home all the time. It's one of the first things I teach people is, I always say, you're drinking your water. If you catch me out in the airport, traveling, wherever I am, I've always got a bottle of water with me, of something with me. And it's always hydrating, okay? It's really important to drink the right amount of water every single day. It's good for mental clarity. It helps detox the body. It helps with all the processes in the body. 75% of your body is made of water. Do you know that? So you've got to have the amount every single day. It's so easy to be dehydrated. And the old rule of thumb is if you're thirsty, like if you feel that thirst, you've already been dehydrated for about an hour. So it's kind of like an after effect. So you got to stay ahead of the game and drink plenty of it. And it helps with weight loss and heart function and hormones and everything else. So if you want to be healthy, it starts with water. That's just, it is what it is. I know some people don't like water or whatever. You can put lemon in it. I don't care. But just drink it. What kind of water? They get all these water discussions. I don't care. Just drink water. Don't do tap water. But any other kind of water, just get your ounces in. Let's start there. It can't be that hard. Let's just do it. Okay? Get rid of the coffee and the soda and the juices. The junky soda is what I'm talking about. And the juices. All the sugar. Get rid of that. And focus on getting good, clean water in. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272 is the number. You can always call us. We'll make you part of the show, or we can answer in private if you prefer that. On the website, go to Believe Health TV. We have a text number. You can text us there very easily, and we can make you part of the show, or any of the social media handles, TikTok, Instagram, Twitter. Gosh, there's so many now. We're growing every single day. Just find us anything at Dr. Asa. You can find me there. Ask me whatever question you want. Go to Believe Health TV. We can do that too. Oh, and we're giving away my book for free. Hardback copy of my book for free. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com. You can easily get that for free. So easy to do. And we want to encourage you that every single day that you have to focus on your health, every single day that you have to do something great for your health, is something that you have to take charge of for you. So your body and your health really does matter. But it comes down to the choices that you make every single day. And nobody can do that for you. Doctor can't do it for you. No one can take responsibility for your health but you. You
have to step up, and you have to come to a place where you say, okay, I'm willing to do whatever it takes. I'm willing to do whatever I have to do to get my health in order and to get my health in the right place. So it comes down to the choices that you make every single day. Our lifestyle is our medicine. No one else can do this for you. Your grandparents can't do this for you. Your mom, your dad, your friends, your family, your coworkers. No one can take responsibility for your health but you. You have to step up and say, you know what, this is my game. I'm going to do this. I'm going to step up and be into a place where I can thrive and I can make it and I can go to the next level. So that's one of the big keys in your overall health. That's one of the big keys that you have to focus in on, is you have to make sure that you're doing the right things of what you can do to get your health right. And it comes down to the choices. Your foods matter. Your exercise choices, they matter. Whatever you've got going on in your life, just know this, that if you get the right tools and the right strategies, I believe that just about any health challenge that somebody is facing, you can come out of. But you have to get to a place where you're not willing to go back to the past. You got to move forward in what you're doing. So if you have diabetes or you're overweight or you have heart disease or you've got 2 stents in your heart, you got to realize that moving forward, you have to have this mindset. And really more than anything else, it's the mindset that you're going to take charge and walk through whatever comes your way. Because you're going to have days where you don't want to exercise. You're going to have days where you don't want to drink water. You're going to have days where you don't want to eat, you want to eat the pizza and you don't want to eat the salmon. Like, I get it. But your overall collective mindset needs to be that you want to win, that you have to put in the work to win. And if you can get to that place that you literally, nobody else can do it for you. If you can get into the place of saying, you know what, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. I want a new prescription for my life. I've got kids. I've got grandkids. I'm not going to settle for a mediocre life. I want to live healthy. I want to thrive. I want to make it. If you get to that kind of place mentally, those are the people that I always see win. That's the key. I'm so glad you're with us today. This is about you. This show right here, it's about you, your health, your life. If the body can get sick, it can also get well. That's the good news. Let's get on the phones right now and go to Donnie. Hi, Donnie. What is your health challenge?
I'm 54 years old. My mother is 78, still living. I have a son with Down syndrome who is 12. We all three have hypothyroidism. My mother's started reportedly from when she was in her early 20s. My son's right out of the gate, which 50% of people with DS have. And mine did not show itself until I was in my young to mid 40s. Whenever I started seeking out reasons why I was becoming tired when I had been an athlete all my life with high energy and high metabolism. I've since been told by my endocrinologist that I have Hashimoto's disease. And my question is, I know that we have low iodine in our diets in America. However, is there a way to jumpstart my thyroid gland with high doses of iodine or any other systematic treatments to, like I said, kickstart the thyroid, since I do have and confirmed with Hashimoto's disease?
Yeah, so listen, it's interesting that you asked that kind of question because there's a lot of factors. But when you look at Hashimoto's, which is an autoimmune condition of the thyroid, when you look at hypothyroidism, and that's the thyroid working too low, too slow, and not fast enough, those all do play a role with iodine. Yes, that is a trace mineral that a lot of people do not have that we've taken out of the diet, for sure. It's taken out in the 50s. But it's not the only factor. I mean, I think the bigger thing for you that you got to look at is the fact that you're dealing with Hashimoto's thyroiditis. So it's an itis, right? So that's inflammation of the thyroid. The reason it's inflammation of the thyroid is because the body thinks there's something wrong with the thyroid. So the immune system goes in and starts attacking it. And that becomes an issue.
Want to turn back the clock 15 years and have more energy? This is Dr. Asa telling you to just breathe with LiveO2. LiveO2 delivers the right amount of oxygen we need for optimal health. Go to liveO2.com. That's liveO2.com.
Connect with On-Call Radio and watch On-Call TV at InShapeNetwork.com.
The biggest thing we've got to figure out is okay, what's the trigger? Well, there's two different mechanisms in the body. There is kind of what we call the T1 side and the T2 side. There's two different active mechanisms with the immune system that can make it overactive or underactive. And when you have an autoimmune condition, it's like a light switch. It turns that light switch on, and it can make things good or bad. And so we've got to get it to a point where we've got to figure out what side, I call them sides, what side of that is active and what side of that is inactive. And there's a great, technically there's an at-home way to do it, but that with your situation, you need to get testing done. The right kind of testing to really figure out what side is more active or hyperactive and which one's low active. Because if you can figure out the immune system and why it's attacking the thyroid, and you can do this, there's tests that you can get done to do this. If you can figure that point out, then you can't get rid of autoimmune. Like, you can't just tell it doesn't just go away. I always say once the light switch is on, it's on genetically. So once the genes turn that on, it's on. But you can get smart and you can work with the body to get it to a point where you can put a dimmer switch on that light switch. And you can dim the light down so low that you don't even realize what's happening with the symptoms, that the body is not even experiencing the symptoms. And so that's what you really want to shoot for. So, yeah, from a dietary perspective, anti-inflammatory diet, yes, all day long. That's the one you want to look at. That's the one you want to follow. That's the one you want to really wrap your arms around, because the anti-inflammatory diet is going to help that tremendously. But at the same time, you also want to get into a place where you're eating the right kind of foods. And again, it may not be staying away from all the cruciferous vegetables, which can slow down the thyroid sometimes, or the dark leafy greens that can typically sometimes slow down the thyroid. It's not really that. It's really more about figuring out what arm of the autoimmune system is being overactive and underactive. So figuring that out through lab testing, you can use things like green tea and echinacea tea, which I talk about in my book, which we're giving away for free. So if you want to pick up a copy of that, I encourage you to just go to myfreehealthbook.com. That's myfreehealthbook.com, and get a copy of that. And it's got all of these type of things that we're talking about right now. It's got it in the book, but that would be a great resource for you. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Are you drinking your water? That's what I want to know. Half your body weight in ounces of water every single day. You better be drinking your water. If you haven't, you're listening to me right now, you better start. Look, if you want better vitality, better energy, better body composition, less body fat, should I go on? Start drinking water. Hydration is the key all day long. Now, I'm a big fan, too, if you drink a lot of water. I drink over a gallon a day. So if you get into drinking that level of water, which you want to do half your body weight. So if you weigh 250 pounds, half of that, you're going to be drinking a gallon of water a day. And athletes that weigh less than that still drink over a gallon a day because of the hydration and the benefits. Do you know that once you become dehydrated, that you lose about 25% of your performance? Like you lose as an athlete, or just think about regular day-to-day performance. But as an athlete, you lose 25% of your performance, bottom line, when you're dehydrated. So just hydrating is going to give you an edge over somebody who's dehydrated. And that goes the same for everything in life in the way that it works. So my takeaway point is drink your water. 888-283-7272. That's 888-283-7272. Go to Believe Health TV. Send me an email. You can catch all of our shows there at Believe Health TV. That's what we're here for. We want to see you believe again. We want to see you believe in yourself again. I think that's where we lose it more than anything else. People stop believing in themselves. I think self-esteem and self-worth has just gone down in a really sad way. And we don't believe in ourselves again. It's more about likes and follows and shares on social media. That sets the standard. I see kids that get so sad because they've only got 1,000 followers. I'm thinking, when in time have you ever had, at 7 years old, 1,000 people paying attention to what you're doing? Ever. Especially if you're from a small town. So we got to get to a place where that doesn't matter, and that you understand that you have your own self-worth. That matters. And it starts because if you have good self-worth and you believe in yourself, you're going to make healthy choices. Most people don't, and that's why they make unhealthy choices. And the reason I talk so much about that some of these times I just get really wrapped up in the mindset, because it is mindset. Like, man, teaching you how to eat is so easy. Getting you to do it is another thing. Like, if the mindset is everything, personal development is really the game. If you can master the discipline over yourself, you can master everything else when it comes to health. Because, man, eating, salmon and broccoli is not hard. It's really not, right? And the stuff tastes good. But it's getting yourself to do it on the regular that's hard. Exercise is not hard. Well, it can be hard. It's getting yourself to do it consistently. That's the challenge. That's the biggest piece. So you got to focus on your habits. Habits determine your health every single day. It's not genetics. Habits over genetics all day long. It's not what grandma and grandpa passed down to you. Remember that. It's not. It's what you do for you every single day. It's the choices that you make every single day. It doesn't matter what you've done in the past. What matters is what you do today. So I'm challenging you to make good choices today, because you've got friends, family, coworkers, loved ones that depend on you and that want you to be here, and be here longer, and be here stronger. And that comes down to the choices you make every single day. Get my book. Go to myfreehealthbook.com. Get started on your journey today, because I know that you were made for more.
Did you know you could listen to the AsaRx audio experience on Spotify and Pandora? For all the ways to watch and listen, check out our show page at asarx.com/experience.
Hi, it's Asa. I'm giving you a copy of my best-selling book for free to help you in your health journey today. I'll pay for the book. All you do is just cover the small shipping and handling costs. Go to asarx.com and get your free book today.
This episode is over, but check episode notes for links to products and services you've heard about on this episode. Thanks for listening and subscribing. Please share the AsaRx audio experience with others, and stay in touch by giving us your comment or review.